To League Two now, and a battle to retain their club's Football League status probably wasn't exactly what Colin Cooper and James Beattie had in mind when they embarked on their managerial careers. Clem joined the two former England internationals at Victoria Park as the clubs at the bottom of the league, Hartlepool and Accrington, went head-to-head.
Three lions, not monkeys, on their chests and long careers in the top flight may have been a common thread as players, but Colin Cooper and James Beattie's paths into management have taken rather different routes. Whereas Beattie's moved seamlessly from the pitch to the dugout and taken control of a club accustomed to struggling at the wrong end of the Football League since their return in 2006, Cooper has spent nearly a decade behind the scenes at Middlesbrough and briefly Bradford City. He inherits a side who look to have shed their own perennial Football League strugglers tag, having spent all but a season over the past decade in League One before this year's relegation. Has your apprenticeship been by default or by design?
By design, definitely. The last one, I'm 46. The last 8 years of my life have been to try and get to this point, really.
What's been the biggest culture shock for you? Because you know you played at the very highest level and all the rest of it.
I don't think there's been a culture shock. I think the hours that I work is probably the difference. Yeah, you can see the crow's feet appearing already.
To be given the opportunity at Hartlepool, I have to say I was honoured that they would give me that opportunity, and now I've got to repay that by trying to get things stabilised and get Hartlepool feeling on the up, get the supporters feeling on the up, giving them something to smile about.
Let him give him a chance to bring his own team in, and you'll see what he can do.
We'll be one team, and then that'll be it. We'll go on a roll, definitely.
It has been a while, but I have to say, thanks to Hartlepool, you know, results aside, I'm having a ball.
My dad was a truck driver, and I think my feet have always been on the ground. He might have left a couple of times, but I've always been pretty grounded, and I don't mind getting my hands dirty and doing any sort of job around the club.
You've got a lot of experience, a lot of contacts, so it's all good for the club.
They've been playing well, just not getting the rub of the green.
There's not been that much wrong with our performances, and it doesn't matter how many letters I get to me or emails saying how well we've played. You said it yourself, it matters about points on the board, and we need to start turning these good performances into points.
Nobody gets to see them, so these are my happy socks, and these are the best of the happy socks I have.
Waggle it to all your coaching staff, show it to the players, and everybody can have a happiness up.
Well, if I'm not smiling, maybe it'll give them something to smile about, but you know, we're working very hard to try and put some results on the table for ourselves, for the players, for the fans. But the only way you can do it is to keep working hard, keep trying to do the things you do on the training ground day in, day out, and hope that the tide turns in your favour.
Hartlepool were almost the early beneficiaries of a perfect defence-splitting back pass, but Luke James's anticipation wasn't matched by his composure. But the home side's pressure did pay off soon afterwards, when Jonathan Franks was given plenty of time to measure his finish. And Hartlepool quickly seized the initiative. Matty Dolan's back heel seemed to wrong-foot everybody, apart from Andy Monkhouse. But some classic Route 1 got Accrington back into it. James Gray with the muscle, followed by a tidy finish. That set up a very tense final half hour. Scott Flinders stayed alert to keep out Colin Mahoney's cross as Hartlepool dug in to claim that first win.
For all the huffing and puffing really in the second half, and fair play to Accrington for having a right go. It's a game that should have been finished on the hour. You know, we should have been 5 or 6 up. And as I say, I have to say, you know, as much as we're getting anxious and we're getting a bit the voice box, obviously, but they've thoroughly deserved it.
We've got a fight on our hands, and I've never been one to shirk a fight, and as I said to the lads in there, we can either sulk and not do anything about it, or roll the sleeves up and get stuck in and try and get some wins.
Happy socks, mate, eh?
Happy socks.
Every game from now on.
Happy socks today, happy manager today for a change.